Hello, I'm Bailey Leisure. Today I will be giving my preview and predictions for the upcoming AFC and NFC Championship games in the 2019-20 playoffs that will take place later today. So in the AFC Championship game, this is going to be between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. The Kansas City Chiefs coming off a 24-point comeback in the divisional round against the Houston Texans, and the Tennessee Titans coming off another big upset over the Baltimore Ravens, who were the number one seed in the AFC. I don't think anybody thought... I think everybody thought the Chiefs would be in the AFC Championship game, but I don't think anybody expected at the beginning of these playoffs for the Tennessee Titans to be there. But you got to give them credit for what Derrick Henry's been able to do, what Mike Vrabel's done at coaching, and what their entire defense has been able to do against some of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. I think the key matchups in this game coming up, I think it's going to be experience. A couple years ago, it was a different Tennessee Titans team, but a couple years ago, the Titans came back from an 18-point deficit in Kansas City in the playoffs in the wild card round to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs, and also the Tennessee Titans defeated the Kansas City Chiefs earlier this year, although that was in Tennessee. So I think where it's at is going to play a big factor. I think a big matchup, will be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans secondary, specifically Patrick Mahomes going up against that secondary. Mahomes likes to make a lot of big throws, and that secondary is going to have to contain some of his weapons, such as Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. So that's going to be definitely a big key component. I think for the entire defense for the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the big key right here, is stopping Derrick Henry. But, we saw some comments that Frank Clark made saying, it's not going to be that difficult tackling Derrick Henry. Earl Thomas made the exact same comments about a week prior. So don't say that. I think this game there will be some points on the board. It's really tight on who I'm going to pick, but I'm gonna pick the Tennessee Titans, and the reason I'm going to pick them is that I really have some question marks with that defense. Other than the Honey Badger and Frank Clark, Chris Jones may or may not play. I think that will play a big factor whether he plays. If they're able to get him, that will definitely be big for the Kansas City Chiefs. But I just have I have too many question marks with the Kansas City Chiefs defense if they can stop Derrick Henry. And I just don't think they're going to be able to. And then in the NFC Championship game, we have the Green Bay Packers going to San Francisco to play the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers coming off a defensive shutdown game as they were able to shut down the Minnesota Vikings offense in the divisional round. And then the Packers coming off a close win against the Seahawks at home, in which they led by as many as 18 points in that game. It was another inconsistent game for the Packers. I think the key is going in this game will be that that defensive line for the San Francisco 49ers going up against that offensive line for the Packers. Can the Packers protect Aaron Rodgers? So that will definitely be a big key. Can the Packers play close this time? Earlier this year, they played a Sunday Night Football game in which the 49ers completely destroyed the Green Bay Packers. It wasn't even close. And just shows you how inconsistent the Packers teams are. But the 49ers looked really dominant, and that was the first game where I thought, okay, this is a team that can, they can be a Super Bowl contender. And they definitely have continued to do that since then. And then I think another key in this game was, what can Jimmy Garoppolo do? I think the offense did a good job managing the game last week, but I feel like they're going to have to do a little bit more on offense than what they did last week. They didn't really have to do that much against the Vikings, but you're probably going to have to do a little bit more against that Packers offense, just because Aaron Rodgers. So for the 49ers to win, I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have to put up some bigger numbers. With that said, I'm going to take the 49ers in this game because Green Bay, there's too many question marks, and I have some, especially can the Packers protect Aaron Rodgers against that big defense for the 49ers, and I just don't think that's going to happen. So who are your picks in the NFC and AFC Championship games? Leave in the comments section below. As always, follow me on Twitter @Laser96 and click like if you liked the video. So thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the games this Sunday, and I will see you all later.